Hello, Internet. Hello, Bitcoin enthusiasts. Uh, some things that I would like to touch on right now for the Bitcoin market. Um, some people are wondering why the price might be going down on the volume price or whatever. You know, it's about right around like $220. Bitcoin has had a long history of lending. There's two major lending systems I'm sure you're well aware of at this point in time. It's BTC Jam and BitLending Club, with the Ardiva verification for BitLending Club, and BitLending Club is more of the bigger pants in this whole sea of cryptocurrencies that have emerged. And what I can tell you is generals, 4-star and 5-star, using cryptocurrency. It's very real. There's a lot of people that are very, very interested in the use of cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin has evolved into a lending market. This lending market system is ultimately going to be one of the major increasing of volume of the actual system, continuing on as we continue to use Bitcoin on a daily basis. But another thing that I want people to not forget is that while Bitcoin is at a market cap right now, you can go to coinmarketcap.com to be able to look at all the cryptocurrencies, which are ultimately pools of private equity. Their 24-hour volume and their available supply, and also what they're currently worth. Bitcoin has had a market trend of doing the same thing over and over again continually, and Bitcoin's market cap sits at about $3.1 billion right now, but programmers out there, you shouldn't lose sight of some up-and-coming cryptocurrencies that are about to substantially increase the overall market cap for the entire cryptocurrency market. And you also need to realize that there is a substantial amount of intellectual property that is being programmed by people like me and other people that are enthusiasts, who ultimately are attempting to deploy things that would normally be in the fiat market. The fiat market meaning that the only way that you would be able to access them would be with fiat currency. And we're going to turn those substantially great intellectual properties into Bitcoin only. So instead of having a lot of outs, which is a lot of sell orders for what the market has now, we're going to have a lot more ins, and those intellectual properties are ultimately going to drive the market cap up. As we go higher and higher into the difficulty, as the difficulty gets higher, you're going to start to realize that ultimately mining is going to be less and less of something that you have to deal with. Only extremely large industrial mining operations are even going to stay around, and until the Black Arrow chipsets become to a point where it's actually more profitable, or either that, or until those intellectual properties that I was previously discussing goes to a point where we have the ability to increase the market cap substantially well past, 3.1 billion. I have no doubt that it'll go back to like 4 or 5 billion, but what I'm more concerned about right now is I'm concerned about Bitcoin reaching a level of 20 or 30 billion, which would bring mining substantially back towards the table. And the overall goal of mining is more of an in, and a lot of people issue sell orders as soon as they have mined the cryptocurrency, which is, it's the way it's designed. You can take it out. So that's your prerogative. What I'm saying ultimately is we need more fiat ins to purchase buy-ins from intellectual property that can gain substantial volume. Now, what I've done is I've essentially built a bunch of different sites, And these sites, some of them are going to be worth a substantially large amount of volume, like $100 million or so. And I do believe that it's very possible for one of them to reach probably close to $1 billion in income annually, as long as it was, set up right. And one of those sites is actually very government affiliated. Large amounts of network access storage purchases, cloud-based computing services for multiple facets. I've literally built the best web hosting application program interface known to fucking man. It has literally over 200 different Linux containers that are instantly deployable. And the only way to be able to build that system is to have a substantial amount of revenue, which I will be able to get from BTC. Once I pitch that, I've also got a few other investors that are willing to drop like $50,000 on the table, and that's going to help us drastically. We don't need we need about $250,000 to really get it going as far as hardware is concerned. And I don't really have to market shit that's badass. If it's badass, people are going to use it. That's just how it is. And if you build a really great product or service and people want to use it, then it's going to make money. You don't really have to do it. I mean, once everybody already knows about what I built. I mean, for the most part, in government procurement services and stuff like that. All I'm trying to do is make it a gateway to where it's much easier for my clients and my problems, and at the same time I'm also trying to make it for where I'm working for these other people in the government to make sure that their application program interface. So you'll see my programming style in multiple locations, and ultimately I would like to have them dump into BTC or our own cryptocurrency that helped back up the market cap for the entire system. That's all I got for you.